Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Got it. 56 is the mic. Tackles. Check 13.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go.
From the gun, Lawrence. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie, you draw quarter.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down, Dolphins.
On the double. 56 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, wahoo! Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 9. Go out. Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Complete. It's Johnson. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
For that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. Cut. Screen.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set. 30 pace. Let's go. Ricky. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Charlie. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. It's just me. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, turn it up. Wahoo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
36 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. All the way down at the 21-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Set 15, 1. 15-1. Ready? Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Levante David in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. 6. Mike, 56, right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On the ground is Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Tight dog, tight dog, tight 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man. Completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
56. Mike, go.
To throw from his end zone. Lawrence. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Lawrence, flush to his right. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Duke Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Protein spell.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Second time, defense, let's go. You're out. Check, check. Lucky.
This time they stay on the ground. And an alley to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll roll him out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm here all day. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back. And
I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. He'll look to throw, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Watch the run.
Hey, let go. Shoot.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
49, check 49, check 49. Check 50, John. Go on. Check 3,
Now Cook. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch QB's off. 66. Bullet ride. Exit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
2nd and 9 now. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Scene 6. Let him know. Mike 5-4. Ready.
Back to throw here. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Man, I got you. Undercrush, under general. Fast. Kill. Bam. Joker. Shift. Squeeze. Get in there. Watch out. Ready, go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Step it up.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Tighten up, dog. Tighten up. Whip, 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 whip. Work out.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Dolphins.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the catch made by Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. He'll run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
General West. Hey, Orbit.
Jim. My 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, but now it'll be 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Yes! Lock it. Check the call, check the call. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let's go.
Again, it's Cook. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go. 30 base. Hey, exit.
Hey, watch left, watch left. Hey, 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 hey.
Now. Be careful, be careful.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go. Ready.
To throw again, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Yeah. Okay.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.